We've had some extreme situations happening here in Texas.
And we've already seen it. I mean, we've seen the giant cracks in the ground from the ongoing drought,
Right.
you know, and that's going to cause some displacement as well. I mean, I was in Latin America last week, and I could see just the shift in migration from climate change and just
Wow.
foods not being grown where they could anymore. And it's crazy to go somewhere and go to a different part of the world and experience it firsthand. But here we're seeing it too. I mean, like I said, that ongoing drought, we've talked about anything that's going to really fix it at this point, at least for this year, is going to be some kind of tropical system. And we saw that in South Texas. So while it's hot here, the heavy rain continues in South Texas, and I'll touch base on that. But I also need you to know that rain chances, well, they're going to return later this week. I'm looking at a pattern shift here in the next 10 days. And this could bring us the coolest temps that we've seen in, well, months. And that is something to be really happy about, at least in my book. Okay, so here's what's going on in South Texas. We had an eye on the tropics. It's called an Invest 98L. It's not exactly a tropical storm. It actually didn't get classified, but it's something to be watching, right? It brought in extremely heavy rain across the southeast Texas coastline. Anywhere between 4 to 8 inches of rain were reported in some locations. And this low, you can see it there, continues to move across the Rio Grande Valley, and it's continuing to bring in some flooding rains across South Texas. Now, the more to the west it moves, it's going to run into some higher terrain as it moves into areas of Big Bend, and that's what's going to really break it apart. So we're not going to see this much longer than, well, today, but it could still pick up anywhere between 2 to 4 inches of rain along the Rio Grande Valley. Here, closer to home, we can see some cloud cover from this. So any cloud cover that you're seeing overhead, that's actually from that tropical disturbance moving through South Texas. But that's really all it's doing. Temperature still about 89 degrees. It's feeling like 91. Wind is light out of the south, but it'll be breezy at times this afternoon as our temperature climbs. 99 degrees expected by around 3, 101 degrees expected by 5. It will feel warmer than the weekend, and it is because of where we are relative to that tropical disturbance. Now, temperature makes it to about 101 in Dallas today, Denton as well, 100 in McKinney, about 101 in Fort Worth. But I'm looking at a pattern change. So it's going to stay hot today, tomorrow, Wednesday. But look at this. This is as we approach Wednesday, we have this low that moves in as high pressure moves off towards the west, and that's what's going to allow a cold front to sneak in. That cold front, it's not going to do all that much to our temperature, but it does bring in a slight bit of relief. And next week, it looks even better. Temperatures are going to drop from the triple digits on Wednesday to the mid-90s Thursday, Friday. I would also like to point out that our normal high temperature at this time of the year is now 96. So we're now on a downward trend with our normal highs. Yesterday, the normal temperature was 97. So we're on the other side of it now. Anywhere between 1/10 to a quarter inch of rain will be possible here between Wednesday and next Tuesday. And it's because we have a few disturbances coming through after Wednesday that keep scattered rain chances in the forecast. It's not going to be a soaking rain at any point, but it does look like it brings us slightly above normal amounts of precipitation. Normal for this time of the year is about 1/2 inch. Cooler than normal also, and let me show you why. Remember I said normal is about 96? Well, we could see about 95, 94 for the normal high temperatures here, but next week, it's looking that we could see temperatures go from the mid-90s to the upper 80s. Now, that's still a few days away, so be sure to stay tuned to the forecast. But, I mean, we've got to be so excited about that after the triple digits for what seems like
Forever?
eternity.
No, forever.
Cleo, forever.